We just had our huge, big first trip as a family of 7. We took the 5 children to Hawaii and it was amazing. But I want to share the things I learned about traveling with 5 young children with you. I was packed and I had planned for months, but nothing prepared me for getting to the airport and not having my license.
So I thought I had this all in the bag, totally organized. I've been packed for days. I literally almost missed my flight.
I had left my license, it had dropped out of my pocket. I got back to security. I think there were about 30 minutes until the plane was boarding, and they had to ask me a series of questions. It was like trivia, a game of trivia about my life.
I had to be asked questions. I couldn't remember my last address. Made it, and we're getting on. The kids are doing good. They made me cry when they said they weren't gonna go without me.
It was really stressful, but I made it just in the nick of time. Luckily, the plane was delayed or I would have missed my flight for sure. They were boarding as I got there and the flight had been delayed. I think if you go in with the expectations that your trip is just going to be hard and a lot of work, and this is all for the kids, it will make your trip so much easier. I went in not expecting a perfect trip, and it wasn't perfect, and I knew it wouldn't be perfect, and it made it that much better. I was pleasantly surprised anytime something did go well. So my expectations were low, traveling with 5 kids, and I was pleasantly surprised. It went really well. Another thing you have to remember traveling with kids is that kids will be kids. Their attitudes don't magically change. Their fighting doesn't magically go away. They're complaining, the little things that you have a hard time with or that they have a hard time with don't just magically go away on vacation.
Stop. I can't see.
Just right over here.
Ooh, a waterfall. Ooh, a slide. I can see.
Noah.
That's good, buddy.
A ticket. Stop, Noah.
So if you expect it and plan on it, things will just turn out better. So there are a few things that we did that made our travels a little more smooth with 5 kids. And one of our favorite things that we did was we assigned a color to each kid. We got them a backpack, matching MP3 player and headphones, a pack of gum for them to chew on the airplane to relieve the pressure in their ears. And the headphones worked beautifully on the airplane. They could plug in and watch the movies. We found ourselves waiting on hotel rooms, waiting for Uber drivers, and there were so many times that they took their headphones out and were able to listen to music and just be by themselves for a minute and be entertained. It was seriously such a good idea on my husband's part. They don't need much as far as expensive headphones and MP3 players. We were able to find very affordable ones and they worked great. Another thing I loved that we did is that we packed really light. The kids didn't have a ton of outfits. They were able to carry all of their own luggage on their own backs, just a tiny amount. We did laundry while we were there, and I way rather do that than check bags, have to deal with picking up bags. It makes the check-in process and going through security so much faster to have small little bags that they can carry themselves. As far as travel once you're to your destination, as far as renting a car goes, we loved just taking an Uber or a taxi. Uber XL guarantees 6 passengers. We hopped in a taxi that happened to be a van. If you are a large family, you can take 2 Ubers and have a parent go in each Uber. So we found our kids didn't necessarily appreciate the big expensive experiences. They loved the free stuff like playing on the beach, playing in the pool, walking the streets, eating the food, things we do anyway. Sometimes simpler is just better with kids. The big experiences also take a lot of energy, a lot of planning, and bring more expectations. Sometimes there's kind of a disappointment with big exciting events. So overall, our kids really appreciated the trip. They said thank you so many times on the trip. After the trip, we let them believe that the trip was their Christmas and they would not be receiving any presents the next morning. We got home just in time for Christmas morning and there were a few fun things wrapped around the tree for them, and they were pleasantly surprised and all was well. It overall was just a fabulous experience. I highly recommend traveling on around during holidays. It's super magical and fun. And I do believe if you plan it right and you have your expectations where they should be, everything can go smoothly and wonderfully, and you can take your big family on a vacation and have a great time. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Talk to you soon.